Welcome! In this week's episode of RPG Snippets, we will be talking about the City of the Black Guild, a city that in my games is called Morkoth. Now, the City of the Black Guild is a massive, sprawling city-state with hundreds of thousands of inhabitants. It is situated on the coast, and it is surrounded by a massive swampland. And that swampland is surrounded by extensive fields where thousands and thousands of slaves toil every day, and where about 6 harvests are brought in every year, for those fields have been alchemically enhanced to bring forth more and better food. The Black City, as it is called by many, is a nearly lawless place, where the outcasts of all the surrounding lands gather, and everyone is welcome as long as if they have skills or riches. Morkoth is a city where the law is in the hands of the rich and the powerful, and openly so. Someone could grab another person off the street, slit their throat, and just walk away, as long as he pays the right people, or as long as he's surrounded by enough swords that no one dares to challenge him. And indeed, these things happen nearly every day, sometimes several times a day, in Morkoth. Here, pirate lords, outlaw leaders, royal bastards, and rich traitors gather and rub shoulders with underworld bosses, drug lords, and worse. The city is officially ruled by the Gold Council, the 20 richest and most influential people in the city. Several of them would be killed if they stepped foot into any of the outlying kingdoms, for they are well-known outlaws, leaders of whole armadas of pirate ships and such. They are ruthless individuals, and they are in a constant small-scale war, intrigues and such, running against each other, because you can only advance to the Gold Council if you knock someone who's already on the Gold Council down. However, the true rulers of the city, and that is very much known, and especially known to the Gold Council, is the Guild of the High Arts. And by High Arts, of course, what they mean is magic. Now, the Guild of the High Arts was founded about 200 years ago, and they are better known as the Black Guild. They are wizards, and they are alchemists, and it is rumored that they pursue immortality. They have weird buildings set up all through the city, buildings that normal people never approach and hope to never approach. And the Black Guild is the real power in the city. They are the reason why Morkoth has not destroyed itself yet. For even the most ruthless outlaw chief and pirate lord does not dare cross the Black Guild. For those who cross them die a terrible, terrible death. The Black Guild has not needed to prove their strength for many decades. For the stories that are told about the atrocities they commit upon those who dare oppose them are legendary. The Black Guild does not care what the Gold Council does. They do not care what the people in the city do, as long as order is assured. For they do not wish civil unrest or any larger type of chaos to come into the city, for that might disturb their own work. They are richer than most kings, for they sell many things that no one else can offer. They sell war beasts, for their alchemy and their magical means that they have at their disposal can change living beings and warp them and create terrible creatures that are worth more than a whole company of soldiers. They also sell elixirs and potions of all kinds of manners. They sell poisons. They sell alchemical food and drink, which is in high demand for the rich and the powerful, and achieves outrageous prices. And they are also the only source of the Ald steel, a very special and supposedly unbreakable type of metal that only the Black Guild knows how to create, how to shape into weapons and armor and other things. The Black Guild does not like competition. Mages are heavily discouraged to come to Morkoth. That has a very weird effect. Even though Morkoth is probably the city with one of the highest densities of magic users in the whole world, all of those mages are hidden away, for they all belong to the Black Guild themselves. And the Black Guild does not do things openly. Whereas other mages hardly ever come to the city, for they are aware that the Black Guild does not like competition, and therefore the ordinary people in the city have heard many tales of magic, but they very rarely see magic in effect in their everyday lives. Morkoth is a city of vice. It draws hundreds and thousands every year. You can get things here that you can get nowhere else. And they are all legal. Potions and poisons and drugs and widespread slavery and prostitution. Arenas where people and creatures and animals fight to the death every single day. Gladiators who grow richer than many nobles. Assassin guilds that fight each other openly on the streets. Crime families that have claimed whole districts of the city openly in broad daylight for themselves, and that is where they are the power. And as long as they do not cross the Black Guild, there is no problem. Morkoth, the Black City, can be an extremely interesting setting for your player characters to visit, for even though it is a city of chaos, and also, weirdly enough, a city of order in some ways. As I have said before, there are things here that you can get nowhere else. At the same time, it is a city of danger, for if you cross someone who is powerful, he can openly get rid of you, or at least attempt to. But it is also a city of opportunity. You can get rich very quickly, especially interesting enough for those groups who are not as morally high standing as other groups of heroes. Well, with that, I hope I could inspire you to think about a lawless city, a city of weird magics and of vices that is independent from all other kingdoms, a playground for criminals, and not even criminals in that city, for everything is legal, as I said. And what kind of effects and what kind of a playground that might be for your very own gaming group. And if you liked our content, as always, like the video and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you soon. Bye bye.